gel. Again. And then the fibers one last time. And I'm going to go back with the Younique Splurge Cream Eyeshadow. Sorry, it was upside down. This is a super shimmery, beautiful color, and I absolutely love it. The pigments on it are great, and it does not take a lot at all to use, and this pot will last you forever. So I'm going to use what I rub back on my finger into my lid, because I'm not going to be putting it on my finger. So I am going to be using the Younique eyeshadow, cream eyeshadow brush with this. It is very dense, thick, and thin. So what I'm going to do is, here's my color. I'm going to tap the end of this into the color and just go over the shade Devious in my crease. This will create so much sparkle to your eyeshadow, and it's super pretty because it catches your eye whenever you're just doing your everyday stuff, because you can't help but not blink. Just a little bit more and just tap it in the corner. It makes it super shimmery and super pretty. This is the look that I wore today, and everyone really liked it. So, yeah. Doesn't take much. Next, I'm going to go in with my foundation. I am currently not using a Younique foundation because I have been tanning. Even though in this lighting you cannot tell, I still look super pale. So, not sure why. I will work on the lighting, but I am going to be using L'Oreal True Match in the Lumi in the shade Warm W5. And I am going to be using the Beauty Blenders by Younique. This is for your face. The blue one. Obviously it's purple. Okay. This is the rose water. You can use water, or you can use the rose water. And I am going to be using the rose water tonight. So I'm just going to mist the Beauty Blender a couple times. And then I'm going to always shake my foundation because, I don't know, I just always shake it. So I'm going to just pump it on a little bit and just dab it on my face. Doesn't take too much. I do prefer a fuller coverage foundation. See, I have the color all over my face. I'm just going to use the Beauty Blender to blend it in. And the primer that we used in the beginning will keep your foundation from going into your pores and causing breakouts and blackheads. So, I'm just going to blend and just dab. You don't want to rub or do this, it will just cause streaks. You want to blend it out in tapping motions so that it will look natural and flawless. And I'm not sure why, but putting on foundation is my favorite part of my makeup routine. I don't know. I guess it's just because it pulls it all together and just gives it that flawless look. My foundation is on now. The Lumi foundation is really good over-the-counter foundation if you have really dry skin. It gives your skin a nice luminous look and still gives you a nice full coverage. Next, I am going to do my eyebrows. I do use the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe. Just brush them up. And then fill in the front very lightly and then go heavier on the tail of your eyebrows. It doesn't matter how hard you try, you will never get your eyebrows to look the exact same. And then once you get it filled in, just brush it back out to a flawless finish. Like so. And then brush the other one out. And lightly on the corner and then heavy on the tail. Start here and go down. Just feel it out. And then blend it in. Blend the color through your brows so it just looks natural and doesn't look drawn on or painted on, or even the dreaded brow that looks like a sticker. And then I'm going to use the Anastasia brow powder just to fill in a little bit more. This is in the shade Ash Blonde. It's a very light sheer shade. Now I'm going to use a Eco Tools brow pencil. So just going to fill in just the tad. I always just fill it in on my tail. I don't use it on the rest of my brow, not my eyelash. Just fill in the tail. Then I'm going to go in with MAC Pro Longwear brow set in the shade Ebony. This will keep your brows from moving all day, and if it rains, they won't run. And I never go past right here, because you don't want that harshness on the front of your brow. And then to make your brows a bit more dramatic, I also use the Anastasia highlighting pencil. I'm going to use the, I seriously need a sharpener, but I also need to buy a sharpener because they're all too small. So just going to go underneath right here and highlight. So you can tell a huge difference between the two. Makes it much more defined. And then I'm going to go across the top really quickly with the champagne shade just to make them pop. And I'm going to take another brush. It's a smudge brush by Eco Tools. And I'm just going to blend the highlight out and the champagne shade out to make it look more natural. And brows are finished. All done. Foundation, brows, favorite part of the foundation routine. Next, I'm going to take the Younique Beauty Blender for your foundation, not foundation, for your concealer, and just mist it. Again, it just keeps it from looking too clumpy. I am going to be using the NARS concealer in the shade Vanilla. Favorite concealer ever. I've not tried the Younique. I love all the Younique products, so I'm sure that I would love it. I just haven't tried it yet. So just whatever comes out, that's what I put on. And usually I have enough on one side to do one eye, and then I just flip it and do the other eye. I do come down farther just to highlight, because I like highlight in my foundation. So, then I'm going to take the Beauty Blender and just blend that up. Not too close to the lash line, but just blend it out. And just blend it out on the side as well. And just all done the concealer. Love it. And then I also use which you don't have to use all I do. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I'm a huge sucker, and I buy everything they say, but I do love it. It's your own personal preference. You do not have to set your foundation if you don't want to. I do set my foundation so it doesn't run, and it keeps the mascara and the eyeliner from jumping into it. So I am going to use a Sigma tapered highlighter brush, and I'm going to use the contour palette powder contour kit by Anastasia, and I'm going to use the shade, I think it's Banana. I'm not real sure. It's the middle shade, and you can't really tell with the lighting, but it is a yellow shade, and I do use the yellow because I have tanned, and I don't want to be so stark white with the other two shades. And this shade, I don't think it's Banana. I have to look it up, but I will. And then I just tap it under my eye to set my concealer. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Giddy again. I'm going to tap some into my lid, and then I'm going to get the shade Daring, the brown, and tap it to my lid. Then I'm going to go in with, first, let me find it. Well, I can't find my black eyeliner, so I'm just going to use the Prime in, where's it go? In brown. I'm just going to line the bottom a little bit, halfway. And then I'm going to go in with a detail brush by Real Techniques, super thin, and just dab a little here and a little there, and go under my eye and smoke it out. A little in both. The orange does show up better than it is on the camera. Once you get the brown, you can go back in with the orange and smoke it out some more. I usually put the orange closer to the outer part of my eye. So. Then I'm going to go in with Younique's Beachfront Bronzer in the shade Sunset with a Real Technique buffing brush. And I'm just going to use a little bit, and I do use it all over my face. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Sweet by Younique. It's a very light shade, and you can build it to make it either light or dark. Next, I'm going to do my lips, and I'm going to do an ombre lip. I'm going to use the shades Pristine, Pouty, and Pompous, topped with the Lovable Gloss, all by Younique. So first I'm going to line the top Cupid's bow and bottom center. Then I'm going to use Pouty and go around my whole lip. I'm going to use the shade Pompous and fill in my top and bottom corners of my lip. This is the shade Luxe, not Love. Nope. Yep, I used the shade Luxe today. I'm just going to start from the inner corner where it's white and drag it out because I don't want the other color to drag over top of the white and take away the ombre effect. this is my finished look with all orange eyeshadows. They